Yo, there we go. Okay. Good look, bro. Good look. Because I didn't even noticed that. Good look, bro. Yo, salute, bro. I didn't even peep that shit. Now we back though. Good look, bro. Good look, man. You know what I mean? We about to get into some shit though. We about to get into some topics, man. Where's Bone? You know what? I'm getting back on this. On this, I'm getting back. It's a lot of shit I want to talk about. And my man Frisk, I wish I could drop the link. So what happens is if I drop the link, let me see something. Oh, you gonna add an extra camera on this motherfucker? They got extra shit on here now. They got extra shit on here. Hold on. They say you got more than one camera here. You said video file. I can share a video file. How do I do that?
Please wear your mask. Wear your mask. It is very important for you to put on that mask.
It's important. You know what I'm saying?
This not no joke, and this is not no rundown. Wear your mask. If you vaccinated or not, throw on that mask. And stop lying, telling people you vaccinated and you know dang on well you ain't vaccinated. You up here trying to get people sick. Stop lying, Saints.
Yo, you stupid as hell, yo. That's the message to y'all, man. Where y'all masks, man? Yo, that shit is funny, yo.
Where is that?
Yo, bro.
Yo.
You stupid as hell. We lit. You hear me? We lit. That's the message to y'all, man. Where y'all masks, man? Yo, that shit is funny, yo. You gotta turn the background off. You got to play it in the background. You lit. You hear me? We lit. That's the message to y'all, man.
Yo, I'm trying to see if I can get it on there. Oh, you're in the show.
You got to play it in the background.
Play what in the background?
You got the video playing. You got YouTube playing in the background.
Oh, got you.
You might have closed up the wrong one.
That's better?
Yeah. Now I can't hear nothing. There's no echo.
There you go.
All right. Oh, I know why it's not showing. I got the wrong camera. It's using the wrong camera. Boom. Oh, what you doing over there, gang? Oh, let me get my toys out. They're not ready for this. Hey, yo, look. It's official. It's going down, my brother.
Yeah.
It's going
PS5,
down.
Xbox X.
Xbox Series X, PS5. The drawing is on the 13th. I think that's Super Bowl Sunday. Is it? Yeah. So we're going to be watching the halftime show. And right before the halftime show, you're going to know if you won a system or not.
That's what. So everybody get y'all raffling, man, because that shit is fire. Don't sleep on it. He been doing this a long time, man. So don't sleep on it. Ain't no scamming now. He been doing this a long time. Hey yo. Hey yo.
Oh shit. Damnation, bro. Mr. Smoking Poke. I need a haircut, bro. My bad. But yo, Punk.
Yo,
bro. That shit just posted with the mask is funny as hell. There always be somebody like that, bro.
Fact.
Always somebody like that.
Hey yo, Frisk, how do you feel about today psychological reference as what men are today compared to what men was back in our time? So,
bro, listen, I'm old school. I'm an old school dude, bro. So I believe in the gentleman thug theory. You know what I'm saying? And the survival of the fittest. You know what I mean? And what's going on now is the real men is like a dying breed. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be everything nowadays. everything's accepted, but then at the same time, everything's not accepted. It's just bugged out, bro. I stay in my house so I don't have to deal with the madness. You already know. Like,
now, what can you compare to the new kids? I say 25 and under compared to us when we was 25 and under.
You know why? Because they can't live without Wi-Fi. That's number one. You be seeing all these young adults and these kids playing all the free Wi-Fi spots because they don't even know how real the struggle is outside, and they don't know what it's like to fend for themselves because they rely on the internet for their information. I posted something on Facebook. I don't know if you saw it, but we as parents, we give our kids smartphones, and while we do this, we are making them dumb because they're not listening to us. They're listening to their friends and what their friend found on the internet. And they listening and reading stuff on Wikipedia, not knowing that Wikipedia is the people's dictionary and that we can change the meanings of stuff on there. You know what I'm saying? So back in the days, we had to read books and we had to physically be there to learn, you know what I'm saying? And if we wanted to put something together, you had to read an instruction manual. These kids nowadays, they can't read an instruction manual. They go straight to YouTube and look for a video so that they could see. But we was doing that without YouTube because we was actually learning from older people that had experience, and we got trades and stuff. But there's no more of that now. Everything now is, you know, on your phone. You go to school and the teacher telling you, pull out your phone and Google this. Bitch, do your job.
Facts. Do you think parents became more friends and then instead of being like parents?
Definitely. And that's one of my errors as well. You know, as a parent, we have to guide our children, you know, and as a man, we have to set that example. You know what I'm saying? So our kids see us, we're supposed to be the good role models. So everything they see from us, you know, they compare it to what they see in school, what they see from their friends, parents, and shit like that. And that's how they come up with their whole characteristics, their whole personality. You know what I'm saying? Their attitudes change as they grow, and that's cool. It's cool. But what was the original question? My bad. I went off topic.
Nah, the difference between kids when we was 25 and younger compared to these kids that's 25 and younger.
They're just too reliant on technology, and there's way less confidence out there. These kids want to pop pills and be depressed because somebody didn't like the outfit that they wore. And meanwhile, you got some weird emo looking kid with baby powder on his face looking like the vampire from Twilight, and nobody bothers him. You know what I'm saying? And he's okay with his life, but he might shoot up the school one day. You never know. You know what I'm saying? And that's being stereotypical, but it's been proven. You know what I'm saying? We don't do this in the hood. We don't go in the hood and be shooting up all our people. Like, yeah, we have gang wars and stuff like that, you know, turf wars. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't getting mad at our job and going in there and killing everybody.
We don't do that.
We don't do this.
We don't do that. You know what? I'm gonna keep it real. Back in our day, we didn't have all this mental health. We didn't have a lot of that shit. We had problems that we had to learn to deal with. It didn't matter what it was. I remember you got kids like, we talking about people that people know from YouTube, like Ice JJ Fish, 50 Tyson. These guys was coming out when YouTube first came out. You can tell they was off. You can tell like 50 Tyson off. You can tell society didn't make them believe in their mental. They didn't make them think they had to adjust. So now when we was growing up, I got a lazy eye. My mom didn't take me to no goddamn doctor. She said, you had to learn to rock with that shit. You see what I'm saying? There's kids that had problems. But our family, just because we wasn't big on mental health, we wasn't big on the government assistance, unless it was like food or something like that. But going to like doing those things, we wasn't doing it. So whatever problem you had to learn to embrace it and become, you know what I mean? So if you was a weak kid, a kid that was getting bullied, your mom or dad came over the thing, you better go out there and fight them, because if not, you're going to fight me. So we were forced to stand on our own 2 feet, even though we didn't want to. But that it helped us in the long run because we realized how strong our feet was, but we didn't until we stand on them. But these kids is not forced to stand on their feet, so they don't know how strong their feet are. They don't know how strong their arms are. They don't know anything about strength unless it comes from here. You can have this too, But try to have this too, because if you get a flat tire, dudes will sit in the car and wait for their insurance to come. Instead of back in the day, my dad said, you don't get that jack out the car and you don't lift the car up. You don't get that jack out. But no, you rather sit on your phone and watch Instagram.
Looking for an app. They're looking for an app to fix the tire.
To fix the tire. You see what I'm saying? You better go out there and fix that tire. But see, the things about it then, women preferred a man back in the day. So we needed those credentials, because if you didn't do it, a woman would do it, and you would feel like a sucker having a woman change your tire. So you will automatically stand up to the plate because you ain't want a woman to do it. Now, females don't ask for that. They ask for money. They don't give a fuck about changing no tire, because you know why? They got AAA. They don't give a fuck about they got this, they got that. They got something to replace what you do manly. Only thing I need you to do is love me and spend money on me. That's it. Everything else, you don't have to do nothing else, because there's something else that's going to replace that. That's so sad, because now men is not even being men because they think just being a man gets money. That's it. That's the only thing they think. A man is a man to get money. You can provide. I know dudes that provide and still get cheated on. Why is it the females that got the most money are single?
Because they're crazy.
Why is it? Did you ever notice this? The more conscious, and I look at this from just websites, majority of females that become more conscious, most of them single. Think about that. All them females that's like conscious and all this strong mental, they all single. All of them. Majority of them. Because they're
dudes like that too. They want the less headaches. You know, I know a couple of dudes that rather buy some, you know what I'm saying, than not have the headache to deal with every day. You know what I'm saying? You got people that want to marry the first girl that they get in love with and be with them for 50 years. And sometimes they happy and it's all great. But then another time they just sticking around to keep the family together and being miserable and therefore raising a bunch of little assholes. You know what I'm saying? My bad for the language, bro. Hold on. Pause me for a second. I got to go step off real quick.
Do you think, bro? Yeah, that's a fact. You see what I'm saying? Times have changed, yo. We don't live in them eras no more. Let me tell you something. Men, nowadays, I'm looking at men. Men aren't men no more. They don't even want to get their hands dirty. Dudes getting their nails done. Dudes getting their eyebrows done. Dudes are starting to look like female. They starting to be pretty and shit. Dudes are starting to be pretty. Like, understand, groomed. Yo, he's well groomed, yo. That man is well groomed. People say, yo, man, back in the day, yo, he handsome young fella. Handsome young fella. You could tell he take care of himself. Now these niggas like, nah, nigga, I ain't handsome. I'm pretty as hell. Like, what? Come on, bro. When did dudes ever get their eyebrows done? Come on, your eyebrows? That's some weird. But you know what it is? Females like it. They don't care what we say. They don't care what we say. They care about what the girls say. Yo, the girls like it. Nigga, is you living for a female? Like, is you living for girls? Like, you might as well just put a skirt on and shit like that and just live with them. Because you don't care what the niggas say. You only care what they say. You ain't for us then. Nah, big homie. You doing things for them. Now, the internet, everybody's doing things for the internet. Everybody's doing something for life. Everybody, like I was just telling my wife this, everybody's showing their fucking problems. People showing you everything. But you know what's funny? They never show you the good. They always show you the bad. Like, you know what's funny? I'm an observer, and that's what I do. I know a lot of dudes come on here and do that YouTube shit. They don't show you personal shit. They don't show you personal shit. They don't show you how they living. Like, they don't show you how they're living. They show you the good times in their life, but they don't show you like the real. That makes me look at you funny because I know every day ain't perfect. I know every day, but this is what you show. This is your character. Everything ain't for everybody. Then why? See, this is the thing. You're only showing, Salute Last, you're only showing people things that they can't judge you for. That's a sucker. Nah, don't do that. Show me that you can deal with criticism. Your girl might not look all that pretty, nigga. Show her if you can judge with criticism. Your crib might be dirty. Show it. Let's see if you can deal with the backlash. You can't. So what you'll do is you only show good things that people can say good things about, but you don't show the bad things. Because you know when you show the bad things, you're going to have people critiquing that shit. And you can't handle that. You can't handle that. You have it already inside. You already got disappointment inside you. Yo, don't lie to me. You already got disappointment. That's why you choose what to show, because you don't want that disappointment to flare. You don't mind showing your weakness to yourself, but it bothers you showing your weakness to everybody else. That's what makes me look at you as a real nigga, though. When you don't hide shit, you being real. Like, yo, I'm gonna keep real. I ain't no fighter. I respect it. And I'm gonna fight for you because you telling people, you know what I mean? Like, but if you go around telling motherfuckers, I got this, I'm like, oh, you got it then. And then you get beat up, and then like, yo, bro, why you ain't tell me? I ain't want nobody to play me. Like, nah, nigga, be real. Be real. You ain't gotta, bro. If you can't do everything, you can't be everywhere every time. You can't do all that. But there's people out there that can do things that maybe you can't do. But you gotta let closed mouth don't get fed, man. That's what I'm gonna tell you something. It's a lot of brothers on this YouTube shit. They're only for how can I explain it? For them. If you know what I mean. Like, they don't really fuck with no outsiders other than people that likes what they're doing. And it doesn't matter if it's wrong. It doesn't matter. Because you know why? They won't be around nobody that's going to critique them. Meaning to say, yo, bro, why you always talking shit on other niggas? They're not going to be around people like that. No. They're going to be around people that accepts that shit. So they'll build a platform of hate. Weird shit. That's what I was saying. Nowadays, these new dudes, and it's bugging me out, these new YouTuber niggas. It was cool. I thought YouTube was like to show your potential talent. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and you got some people that gossip. Mostly females do that. That's why when the first YouTube came out with like blogging and podcasts, like the females blog, they were showing like little interview like that. You know what I mean? Then you got some dudes, but they was corny. Them niggas was like cornballs anyway. So, you know, they don't mind telling shit like that. The new dudes I'm noticed that doing YouTube, them niggas is big snitches, yo. I'm telling you. They're big tellers. They just not telling how we grew up, but they're telling like, when I see somebody on this YouTube make a mistake, it's not for me to like judge it. It's for it's for that person to come back and look at it and learn from it. Like, damn, bro, I was bugging on that one. You can learn from your own mistake. I don't need to help you. You're grown. You know what I mean? You can do it yourself. So what I notice is a lot of dudes now, they become cops. So what they'll do is they'll say, you see what happened on Young Dolph, or you see what happened with Mo 3? Did you put the pieces together when the video came out? It's like, yo, why are y'all being cops? Why is y'all putting pieces together? Y'all didn't go to school for no detective shit. Y'all don't go to school for none of that shit, but y'all come on here and swear y'all know every murder case. Y'all listen to King Von songs. Y'all trying to find out, oh, Little Durk had something to do with it. It's like, what the fuck?
The conspiracy theorists.
Yeah, like, but the thing about it, y'all snitching because cops can look at that shit and start putting the pieces together that the society is putting together because they're listening to music that the cops ain't listening to.
Yeah,
so
they're translating.
Like, oh, yeah. So now they're like, oh, shit, what song they talking about? Let's go check that song out. Oh, shit. Then they start putting, but the people is doing this shit. The same brother. This is what I was saying too.
Shit, bro.
If you look, a lot of these dudes, a lot of black dudes that's, I want to say 35 and older, and they're like, not like kind of successful off this social media shit. You know what they realized? If you looked at them same dudes in 95, 96, they was all hustlers. They was all hustlers in some degree. Someone was scam artists, some was this, some was this. They realized how to make money off this. The same way they learned how to make money off the streets. This became another hustle. So they learned how to hustle. If it was NFTs, if it was fucking anything. I don't give a fuck if it was grape water. They learned how to hustle on here because the hustling was always in them. They just evolved. That's it. They just evolved. So in the 90s, we had to sell coke, dope, shit like that. Now it's YouTube, so they learned how to evolve the hustle. That's the only thing. That's it. It's like, yo, fuck it. We can't
gotta change with the times, yo.
Change with the times. That's it. So they always was hustling niggas. So that doesn't surprise me how they became hustlers on YouTube because they was hustling forever. So it's just a different hustle now. A lot of dudes didn't have no hustle. So now that YouTube is trying to, they still can't because they never had a hustle to begin with. So it's like they can't evolve on something they never had in the first place. But a lot of dudes now is snitching. So since that they're good at that, they're good at talking, they're making a platform off that shit. They're making a platform.
They do that on those Facebook pages. The police, they post a report, you know, something happened in the area. If the public knows anything, call this number. Nah, they don't call the number. They be right on there. I know this guy used to smoke crack back in the day. That's the same guy that was, you know, stealing the pipes, the copper pipes. Yo, it's crazy. Crazy. They can tell everything. It's like, yo, I grew up, yo, it was like Omerta, the code of silence. You know what I'm saying? People would not talk. People mind their business. In Brooklyn, if I had a problem and I had to run and get away from somebody, I could knock on anybody's door. They would let me in. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm from that neighborhood. What's wrong? Nowadays, you catch a flat tire and knock on somebody's door. That door got no service. They're looking at you crazy, bro. And the world is transformed to be evil. It's like my man Mac just said, yo. They feeding us evil, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? How did you say it?
Hate and evil bring people together. It's the greatest unifier. Look what Hitler did with, you know what I mean, with the Jews. Yeah, it's horrible, but he united everybody in his country.
Yep, he united everybody on the front.
So
Straight up evil. You know what I'm saying?
you gotta ask yourself, what are they trying to make you hate? What are they trying to, you know what I mean, and why? And is it a real reason, or is it just to unite you under the cause?
I think, you know what I think too? It's a lot of distraction. I listen to Elon Musk talk, and I listen to all these dudes, Bill Gates, and the information they have is totally different information we have. You know what I mean? A lot of black people argue a lot about religion. I know it's a lot of black people arguing about religion, Jesus. I don't see white people arguing about religion. Never. Never. That's not even in their mind. They're not focused on the past. They're focused on the future. Black people, we're focused on the past because we don't want to adapt to the future, right? In that type of way. So when we look at all we're arguing about is Jesus, we'll argue about the Bible, we'll argue about all this shit, all this old shit. I've never seen a white person have a debate about the Bible, ever. I've never seen a white person actually try to have an honest debate because they don't read it. They don't.
They turning the other cheek.
Like that. They don't.
They out of here. They're like, yo, I don't want to pause this.
They don't. You know why? Because it doesn't bring them no money. I'm gonna keep it real. White people do not read the Bible because it does not have nothing to do with money. They'll read some shit on some money shit though. They'll read some stocks. They'll read some bonds. They'll read some mechanic books. But when it comes to the Bible, they're not reading that because you don't receive. That's not religion. Ain't something that they go off. Religion is something they just believe in. Two different things. Us, black people, we give our life to God. We give our fucking soul. You know why? Because based on our environment, we had nothing to depend on other than a savior. You see what I'm saying? We had when we got shot, when we get shot, or our mom get cancer, or our mom is dying, we have no support. We have no money. We have no help. So the only person that's going to hear this is God. That's the only person that's going to help us in this situation. There's no medics coming down. There's no help that's coming from. There's nobody coming for us. So only thing we got right now to believe in is God. The difference is, if I was white, I wouldn't believe in God. I would go to my lawyer. I would just go. I wouldn't believe in God.
Those who have justice don't need God, is what you're saying?
No, the ones I'm gonna tell you what I've realized believe. People that's poor believing in God. Poor, rich people don't. And I said that as a kid. When I was a kid watching my mom go to church, give her tithes in her office, I'm thinking to myself, do millionaires do this? Like,
hell no.
They don't do this. You know why? No. Because they don't need your money.
They go to a different church. They go to Scientology and they know numerology shit or whatever the hell they do.
They'll put money into foundations. They'll put money into charity, but they're not putting money to no church.
Yeah, so charities is all kickbacks too.
So I'm learning, why is my mom putting money in that collection plate? You know why? Because she's thinking that God is going to give her something in return. So she's not giving money just to give to him. She's giving it to him because she's thinking, if I give him 20, he's going to give me 40.
That's good faith.
That's what it is. White people don't need faith if I already have the money. I don't need the faith. I already got the money. I don't need 20 for 40. I can just go to my stocks and take that out. I can just go to So they're mental. When we talk about religion, oh, when was Jesus? They don't get into all that. Now they'll get into dinosaur bones. They'll get into some shit like that. Oh yeah. Or some history to deal with the fucking Europes or something like that. But when it comes to that Bible, they don't know nothing about it. I never went to jail and saw a white person on a bunk reading the Bible. Unless they thought they'll get them out of jail.
Let me bring it back real quick. But you said that, back in the days growing up there reading the Bible, that was your hope, right? You know what I'm saying? To me, when I was young, yo, bro, my grandma used to make me read the Bible as a punishment. Yo, if I did something bad, she was like, you got the Diablo. You know what I'm saying? I had the devil in me. She made me go read the Bible. And her Bible, she had a nice leather cover, it had the gold trim, and it had like a whole column on the side of red writing. And I didn't even know how to read the shit. So I start reading, and I get halfway through the page, I fall asleep. You know what I'm saying? Then she want to whoop me, you know what I'm saying? Why I'm sleeping? Did I read that? I'll be like, yo, Psalm 23. You know what I'm saying? I got this. You know what I'm saying? Bro,
it was different. And that was because when we was doing bad, our parents thought if you're doing bad, you got the devil in you. That's what it was. It didn't, if you was gay, man, you got the devil in you. If you like to do drugs, man, you got the devil in you. If you like to have a lot of sex, you got everything was on some Bobby Boucher waterboard.
I was just thinking that.
Everything was like that. Now, the times, I'm gonna tell you how real it is. If Jesus came right now, nobody will believe it. Because we don't believe in him. If a man came and looked like Jesus, black dude, whatever, and he healed somebody, man, niggas like, man, he do some voodoo.
They'll lock his ass up. They'll lock him up.
They don't have no faith. There's no more faith. There's no faith no more. Back in the day, that nigga be worshipped like a god. Because this is the difference. There was nobody to compare him to. Now, I'm gonna give you an example. Women back in the day didn't have no goddess to compare. My grandma never thought she was a goddess or a queen. My none of them ever thought that. Never. Because the information wasn't valuable at that time. Now, women put themselves on a higher pedestal because of the information, not because of the dedication or because of the culture or because of nothing. It's because they learned that women are in a higher than they ever thought. Yeah. So now that gives them something. But if that information was never there, it wouldn't even have been in you. See, that's the difference between a person that's different by nature and a person that's different by information. You got some people that is in them to be warriors. And you got some people that learn about what a warrior is. Now they think they're one. That's the difference. I was born this.
Yeah, I agree.
I wasn't. So I'm saying, so since I was born this way, there's no information that's going to make me change. Now the information can make me better, but it's not going to make, because I'm born this way. You got some people that wasn't born no way. So they looking for a way. Then when they find a way, they'll say, oh, that's me. And it's like, no, that's not you. You just can relate to that person. So you feel it's you. But it's not you, because if it was you, you wouldn't have to look for it. It'll be in you. Because that person that's doing it, they didn't look for it. It was in them. So now people don't have nowhere to go. They're all lost. So they look for the internet to guide them. That's what they do. They look for the internet. Google, where can I go? Because they don't have no.
My girl over here in the background smiling because we just had this convo. She over here turning red. We just had this convo. Everything.
And that's what the internet does. Internet makes you pretty. The internet makes you pretty. You don't feel pretty. You have to go and pick a picture.
Put a filter.
And put a filter on it. That's not even you. This is what I'm saying. How can you say you love yourself when you're not even showing yourself? You're not even showing yourself, but you telling me, yo, I love myself. Is that how you can't love yourself? Because if you love yourself, you'll give more to yourself.
Remember that episode of Fresh Prince when the girl, she started taking all her sheet off? Yo, bro, that shit just popped in my head.
I'm telling you, this world now we live in, you got men is bowing down to women because of the status they hold. A lot of men never been in good situations until they got with a female. So they don't even know what a good situation is without being with one. So they'll stay with one because they never was in a good situation without being with one. So in their mind, if I leave or if I don't have her, I don't know what situation I'm gonna be in, because only thing I got to go off is how I was before. Now, man, if you had $1 million right now,
bro, I feel attacked.
If you had $1 million right now and you didn't know your girl, you didn't know her, you was a bachelor, you was a millionaire, and the same girl you would now say, hey, can I talk to you? Would you give her a shot? If you had $1 million, a bachelor doing the same. See, now this is the difference.
It depends where we at. I'm just fucking with you, baby. See, now you're gonna get me kicked out, bro.
This is the thing. We make decisions based on our environment at that time.
Yeah. The environment has to do a lot with it.
So what happens is, out of your environment, your mind, you're going to say, I'm going to pick the female that I can be with for the rest of my life. In this environment, because I never left it, I'm probably going to die in it. This is what happens. Imagine if you leave your environment and see a different one other than what you've been around. Now your options change, don't they? Because your options ain't the same. So now you look at your relationship and say, you got a female that think all men hit women. She thinks that. So by you sometimes being aggressive with her, she'll say, well, men do that. You know what I mean? Now she see men that don't hit women. Now she has a whole different outlook of men because her mind said, I have to accept a man because majority will hit women. But now you see the world and say, not all men hit women. Now you say, well, maybe I'm just with the fucked up one.
Fried chicken skins from KFC.
Now you start second guessing your options because you realize it was more than based on what you thought. But the internet showed you that. The internet never showed you good couple. We didn't see that shit in my hood. But the internet, TikTok, you see couples dancing. You see motherfuckers look. Now you start thinking, hold on. I want somebody that can dance with. But if you didn't see that shit on TV, you would just be comfortable with what you got. But now you're comparing.
People don't realize they're looking through a peephole when they look at people on the internet. They ain't
and that's what it is. People looking on the internet, you're looking through a peephole. You're getting a peek, but that person is only giving you what they want you to see, how they want you to see it. Hence the filters, hence the skins or whatever. Because that's what's going to make the metaverse big, because people are going to do whatever they want. They're going to live wherever the fuck they want to live now. But really, you still in your shit house with your shit job. You still got to pay the same motherfucking bills. But it's a mental thing, you know. That's like the Matrix, you know what I'm saying? Ignorance is bliss. You know what I'm saying? So all your houses could be burning around you, and you could be in your house chilling, watching TV, not giving a fuck until that fire break through the wall. You know what I mean? It's madness.
That's why I be trying to, real shit. I'm learning how society, how we're looking at this world. And by me looking at it, I'm judging how I look at it because I'm no different. But I have to realize, hold on, you're starting to think like them. Back up a little bit, you know what I mean? Because sometimes it's hard, you know what I mean? You can get easily, you know what I mean, get pulled in, right? Yes. How I'm looking at society now, I'm comparing it based on, I was born in the 80s, so I have a little bit of comparison from the 90s to early 2000s to the mids. The way we are as men now, we don't have no fucking spine no more. We don't have that no more. Women has become the spine because we has, I guess, our ways. What the way we used to provide has become a downer. So
that's because men became bitches and women manned up.
So this is what happened. Sorry. A lot of times women couldn't even work in warehouses. Women couldn't even do these jobs. Now women show that they can do these jobs. A lot of jobs hire them, but that pushes a lot of men to the back, right? Now men are not even wanting to step up to the plate. Now they cool with just on the house, playing 2K, playing YouTube, while the female out there grinds.
Yeah.
That's the weird part, because back in my day, we felt like losers. Even females would bash us for not doing anything. Like, nigga, you sit in the house all day, just doing this, nigga, but they would bash us. So that forced us. You see what I'm saying? And whatever came with it, success or failure, doesn't matter. You dealt with it. Now, men have got so comfortable because money is so easy to get. Motherfuckers sit home all day and do surveys and make a couple dollars. You don't have to go outside and interact. So by you not having to do that, you got comfortable sitting in your fucking house. Back in my day, that didn't get respected. Even our mothers would be like, nigga, you a bum. Like, nigga, you sit at home while that girl take care of you. Like, nigga, you a bum. Like, you know what I mean? That was like, damn, mom. Like, you know, but she was making us get on our fucking feet. Yeah. Now these other people, they see these black men getting killed. Nigga, we been getting killed forever. But now it's more on the scene. So now it's like, yo, I'd rather my son be sitting home on the computer than going outside. It's like, what? What? It's been dangerous outside. But that just stopped us from going outside.
Yeah.
It's been dangerous.
This is true. It's been dangerous outside. The only thing that's different now is that people is talking about it. People are seeing it because there's cameras everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So
it's been dangerous. Niggas been getting shot. Niggas been getting stabbed. Niggas been getting fucked up. That shit didn't change. Cops been killing niggas since fucking ever. Like, what the fuck? They show you that with fucking Rodney King, and they didn't even have cameras like that back in the day. And they was showing you they got so many black and white
They
photos.
the true history on that shit. They whitewashed a lot of that shit, bro.
Nah, I lived through that shit too. I wasn't allowed to go outside when Rodney King got when that shit happened, bro. My mom was like, "Yo, you're not going to school, bro," because I was always having problems anyway. I was Puerto Rican, but like I said, I was too light to be with the black dudes. I was too dark to be with the white dudes, and the Spanish dudes ain't like me because I ain't speak the good Boricua. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Brooklyn, you heard? But hey, it is what it is.
And now back in the day, we used to be like, hey, yo, we was thorough. We used to get called like back in the day, we got called names, but we didn't get like all fucking emotional and shit like that. Like when we got called nigger and fucking listen to the names like porch cricket, moon cricket, you porch monkey, you fucking all these names. Like we got a lot of names. We didn't get like, oh my kill somebody. We didn't do all that shit. What sound do Jamar? What sound do a chainsaw make? Run, nigger, and they laugh.
Never heard that before. What?
You never heard that joke, bro?
What?
Yo, I used to hear shit because
Crazy.
Yo,
I'm gonna tell you what I realized.
So
I'm
bad.
gonna tell you what I realized.
Bro, I never heard that before,
shit
bro.
just
I'm
so
sure
funny.
that
I'm
shit
gonna tell you
is
some real
bugged
shit.
out.
When you start hanging around white people and start making them feel comfortable, they will
Yeah,
start saying jokes
They
that
include you.
you would have never thought that this person, because they comfortable now. So they'll say, don't find offensive to this, Jamar, but I just want to tell you a joke. Automatically, I know about to be some racist shit. Automatically, I know, because that's just your jokes. We don't. If you say right now, give me a racist white jokes, we wouldn't have really had that many. But if you ask a white dude, how many racist white jokes you got? Shit, let me just how much time you got? Like, god damn, what the fuck? They got a lot. They got chinks, saying niggers, fucking. I even know these motherfuckers. Chinks, saying niggers, fucking skin dots, all type of shit. Chinks and they got names for everybody. We don't got those shits in our hood. We just say, you know what I mean? Like you fucking Chinese.
Fuck you.
Like, you know what I mean? Fuck you.
Let's go.
You talk about your mom. We'll talk about your mom or somebody. Like, fuck your mom. You know what I mean? Like we don't got no racist slurs and shit. You see what I'm saying? So they'll say, why do black people hate taking aspirin? Because they got to pick the cotton at the bottle first. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yo, where you getting this from, bro?
Yo, listen, yo.
I guess I got some good white friends, man. Hey, hold on.
Yeah, let me make an entrance here.
Uh-huh.
Speaking as a white motherfucker who's black on the inside, you feel me? I'm an inside out Oreo. He has this bro right here. All right? So listen. Growing up, I grew up in the farm Hicktown fucking shit, right? So I heard all that shit in elementary school, bro. That's the jokes they would tell in elementary school.
That's what I'm saying.
Like that shit is crazy. Like,
and by me hanging around white boys and being like I'm cool with everybody, they would say things to me that they wouldn't probably tell any black dude because they felt comfortable. And I wasn't judgmental. I wouldn't punch them. I would just be cool and learn. That's it. That's all. They say shit. I'm like, yo, bro, you good.
If it's fucked up, you just let them know, yo, that's fucked up. You can't do that and explain it. And
look, I'm gonna tell you, you never know how much somebody got love for you.
Get it.
You never know how much person got love for you until it's time to show that love. So I'm not, if I gotta teach you how to be loyal, then I don't need you around me if I gotta teach you something you should already know. So me, if I listen, that lets me know what type of person you are. You got a lot of white dudes, they come up in a racist household, but they're not racist. They just was psychologically taught that, but their heart didn't accept it. Their mind know of it because their parents grew up on that, but their heart was like, I don't agree with that. But when I get around my dad,
my whole father's side of the family is racist as fuck.
And you can't just say fuck them because that is your family, but you have to sometimes like, you know what, I just know they're wrong. I just know they're not right.
I end up having to do that though.
Yeah, you don't fuck with that.
I'm sorry.
And the thing is, you have black families that too.
They've calmed down. Like, yo, they used to make fun of me because I dressed and acted black, man. Like because I didn't wear skin tight clothes and I liked my clothes a little baggier. This is a shirt from middle school, actually. Dead ass. Like it's South Pole, bro. I used to wear South Pole in middle school. And they would say the fucking shit, bro. And
in my hood, they would call you a wigger, right?
Yep. I got called that.
Right now, see, this is the thing. We live in a time now, racism is bad, but it still exists, right? So, but they push the agenda. Meaning, they push now white girls to be with more black men. They pushed that. It wasn't big unless it was in her heart to mess with black men. Because even though the dad messed with the white woman, their uncles messed with white women, it was in her heart to go against everything they believed and everything they probably was going to bash her and everything. She still dealt with a black guy. That was love, because it wasn't something that was forced. It was something that was natural. Now they tell white women now, get a dude, get a black dude. You want a black dude. You want the spontaneousness, entertainment, the jokes, the crazy. Chad ain't gonna give you that. Chad, Tom, Brad, now they can give you a comfortable lifestyle.
Brad is with us.
I'm just saying, like, they can give you a comfortable life kit. They can give you a comfortable lifestyle. They probably be a landscaper. They'll probably do mechanics. They'll probably do something that's a trade that'll give you a
ain't gonna have no soul in your life, that's for sure.
But that soul, when it's time to go on the dance floor and do the 1-2, you don't want your man to look like he's like, you know what I mean? When it comes to even taking your shirt off and want to show the body, they even look at it like, well, we comparing a white man's physique to a black man's physique. That's what they're doing. They're not even telling you this, but they're showing it to you. And I'm like, what the fuck is they doing that for? They're trying to force white women to look how phenomenal a black man is. They're doing that forcefully. Commercials, cartoons. They're showing a white girl with a
that's just the baby oil, bro.
but why is they doing it? Like back in the day, we wouldn't like it. Wasn't like that. It was, you know.
Bro, look at clock ads in magazine articles on the internet. If you look at it, the hands of the shit is always like this. Why? Because it's supposed to resemble women's legs open.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Word up. It's they subliminals that they be throwing out there that program us or reprogram us from our upbringing. You know what I'm saying? So that we can conform to the society that they want to build, so that we can accept pedophilia and we can accept all these motherfuckers doing this crazy shit with the schools and the bombs. And meanwhile, motherfuckers is in Russia forming like Voltron. You know what I'm saying? And we over here having this discussion, smoking blunts. Like, it's crazy.
Hey, yo, they right now, Russia against, what is it, Moscow? No, not Moscow. Ukraine. They have been going to war since 2016. They did come up with a peace treaty, but that shit didn't work. They tell us how much black people kill black people. They don't show you Russia and Ukraine and Switzerland and Iceland. They don't show you those jails, and they don't show you how they kill each other, mafia, Italians versus the Sicilians versus. They don't tell you that. They don't show that side. You think it's all peaches and cream over there in Spain? You think everybody's just touring and just eating cheese and shit?
They be different over there.
Nah, it's different. It's just not advertised. But us, we're advertised every day about how nasty, wicked, crazy, how much we fight, how much we do this. But then on the back burner, you look at sports. You look how proud we are. Look at boxing. You look at all these things that makes us superior. But on the back burner, you show us. They make it seem like Africa back in the day, the kids had big bellies, flies all over their face. But why can't we buy a ticket to go there? Why is it so
that's
expensive
the
to go
Sally
to
Struthers commercial, Feed the Children with the
Feed the
Ethiopia. I used to see that shit all the time when I was a kid on TV. I'd be like, damn, why these kids look like this, yo? I'd be like, yo, I got some extra food, give it to them. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I was a kid, it's like, we can't give it to them. They want a few dollars for a cup of coffee or something a day.
Now, 2 cents a day. 2 cents a day, can't go away. Now, right? This is what bugged me out. If Africa is so nasty and ugly, why is it so expensive to go there? So then I start saying, damn, if Africa is so fucked up, why is only white people moving there?
No, I'm good.
Start thinking that. South Africa, full of white people.
They have those commercials over in those other countries. They've got those commercials for us now, bro.
Yeah, in other countries.
Look that up. They've got them.
But it's sad. It's sad because they trying to program the people that's weak. When you're not strong enough to think for yourself, you use the world to think for you. So whatever way the world is going, you're going to flow with it because you're the type of, I'd rather go against it than
more followers than leaders in this world. And that's the problem. The leaders we got are screwed up. They're old and they washed up. Their ways is different. They're not trying to conform to the times. They just want to still keep eating and filling their pockets, lining their pockets, looking out for their peoples, man. Yeah, it's like when we do it, we wrong. You know.
That's
Yo,
all
Paul, I gotta get off this. You heard?
All right,
It was good chilling with you, brother. Salute to everybody,
good.
man. Stay safe. You heard?
Good shit,
You already know, bro. Stay safe. Yeah, man. I'll be on it, man. You see what I'm saying? I really trying to get on it, yo, because there's so much information. And you don't really have to learn it. You just have to look around you to see it. Your information is around you. Sometimes you ain't even got to go crazy to look for it because the shit's around you. You ain't got to do all the shit. Just look at yourself. Look how the way people are moving and the way people are programmed and how the way people are doing things. You'll realize, man, this shit ain't the same, yo. I'm going to tell you some real shit. The way the world is going now in this fashion, we are going to be dinosaurs. No bullshit. We're still going to exist physically, but we're not going to exist mentally. We're putting so many cultures together that we're not even really realizing the one we have. If you see what I'm saying? We're putting so many other cultures from past tent that we're not creating a new one for us. Everybody's focused on how people lived in the past, but nobody's focused on how we're going to live in the future. Nobody, because we don't care about that, because it feels as though we don't have a place in it. So we still comfortable in a time where we did have a place, and that's the past. In the past, we had a place. We should be worried about what place we're going to have in the future. We can't keep thinking about how superior we were back then. How superior are we now? That's what counts. You keep relating to some old shit. Relate to something new. That's what we're not doing. Everything we got is information. It's always some old shit. Yeah, the old shit sets the way, but what are you going to continue doing? All right, you know that this shit exists. You know that this shit is here. Now what? Just you knowing it ain't good enough. You got to actually be involved or be doing something, you just can't just say, oh, yeah, I know it exists. Nah, man, fuck that. Nah. Black people, let's get the hell out this past shit and let's focus on building something in the future, yo, because this shit is getting deep. Yeah, I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to tell you something. The sandbox, OpenSea, Rareables, Stickies, the NFT world, the metaverse, all these things that's out there. I'm going to tell you some shit. Only the certain ones that's going to be the rise of a new way. Everybody else old, they in a box. They out of here. Gone, dead, tombstoned out. Let's focus on the ones that's alive. Let's not focus on the ones that's dead. Let's focus on the ones that's actually walking, breathing, living, and still got chances to make choices that's better than the one that got the tombstone on top. Let's start worried about that. Not worried about no Jesus. We're not worried about the Israelites, the Hebrews. We're not worried about none of that shit. None of that shit. That shit don't tell me shit. It just let me know it existed. It lets me know at one point in time, people was Israelites. One point in time, people was Hebrews. At one point in time, and you look at all those people, where was they at? Hebrew. They was over there where they lived. That's what made them, because they was where they was at. You are a totally different region, a totally different world, totally different time, and your bloodline ain't even the same. But you want to claim some. That's like this. How you going to claim an original nigga when you water down? That don't make sense. That doesn't even make sense. How you going to claim an original dude, original culture when you're watered down? Them people back in the day, they was official. They was official Hebrews. They was official Israelite. You know what you did? You picked up a book, learned some shit, and just say, oh, I'm one of those. No, you're not. You're not one of those. No, sir. You can't even fight like one of those. You're not even a gladiator like one of those dudes were. I'm not saying you pussy. You just not willing to go down like that. them dudes was really like that. Like them dudes, they didn't have no Switzerland bloodline in them. They didn't have no European bloodline. They was official tissue Israelites, Hebrews, straight bloodline. You watered down. Like your shit is like, you got mad other niggas in you. How can you claim an original nigga when you watered down? You need to make a watered down religion for the watered downs. That's what your shit should be, the watered downs. You're not even official. Let me tell you something. A lot of us, we got the skin, the complexion of a black person. Yeah, we do. Not the mentality. You know what we do? We go to some old shit, some shit back in Egypt and say, yo, you got these dudes now back in the day dressing like Egyptians and shit. Man, you can't, what the fuck? If you want to be an Egyptian so bad, then go live over there. What the fuck? You got money to live where them niggas is at, but you choose to live here but rep they shit. When you can live with the niggas, the official ones. Did that make any sense? Nah, it don't make no sense. That's why I don't get into that shit. That shit is bullshit. You got these dudes wearing all these Egyptian shit. You got dudes wearing Israelite gear and shit like that, wearing all those goddamn costume shit. You ain't gotta fake it to me. If you really want to be, because they fighting right now. Israel and Jordan, them niggas fighting right now. You can put that shit on and go fight. Fight for the land you represent, not America. You don't fight for us because you're not American. Why the fuck you fighting in America? You don't fight us, right? You Israelite. Go over there with the Israelites in their country and represent. That's it. When you really want to be, when we was banging, we was like, y'all want to live in Cali because that's where all the homies live. Shit, if we had money to live in Cali, where all the homies, shit, that's an official homies right there. But nah, you don't want to do that. You don't really want to do that. So what they'll do is they'll be an American version. Hey, you ain't official. Hey, ain't official, nigga. You an American version. You're not the real deal, Holyfield. You're the American you're the prototype. Because back, you couldn't even go through what they go through. When I see dudes like, yo, I'm a real, like this, like that, I'm like, yo, so why you ain't where the real ones is at? Why you ain't where the real ones is at? The real ones right now, they out there. Why you not with them? No, you with the prototypes. That's why I don't get, that's why all this, that's why I see how people like, I put my man shit up there too. You see what I'm saying? I be seeing people like, yo, like, that's what gets me mad about this. See, because you know what gets me mad? People say they something, but they don't really be it. They only say it because they saw somebody else be it and they feel connected to it. That's not you. Because if you would have never saw it, then you would have never did it. Nobody in nobody in my family went to the NBA. That didn't stop me from going. That made me more determined. But you got to wait for somebody else to make it for you to know that you can do it. What the fuck? What the fuck? You don't have it in you to do it on your own? Or you got to wait for somebody else to do it for you so you can see that you can do it. Man, I don't know what the fuck going on. That's like saying, yo, I got to wait for somebody else to fight for me to fight. What? What happens if you got to fight first? Are you going to do it? Or you going to, like, what the fuck? Nah, I got to wait for somebody else. What? That don't make sense. It don't make sense, yo. But now, by the internet being out there, everybody want to be everybody but them. You know why? Because they got options. I don't have to be myself. I can be that person. I gotta be that person. I ain't gotta be myself. I can be that person. If those people wasn't there, who would you be? Who would you be? Who would you be? That's like niggas ain't got no swag until they see somebody else with it. But you got niggas that had swag before swag even was a name. Niggas always been fresh. But now that everybody's doing that, you, come on. That wasn't you. So that's not even going to be 100% when it's time to do it because that ain't you. You can participate, but you ain't going to really be 100% because it ain't in you. But whatever it is you're going to be that 100% because that's you. You just don't want to accept you, but that's you. You can be a good person. That's you. You can try to be bad. It ain't going to work. You can participate in the badness, but you're going to end up still being a good person because that's who you are naturally. You got people that's bad people trying to be good. Motherfucker, you might participate in the good shit, but that's not what you could continue to do because it's not in you naturally to be a good person. You're just trying to participate in it. That's not you though, because you know what's gonna happen? Naturally, what's gonna happen? What you gonna do naturally? You're gonna show who you are. Never change. Naturally. Dudes say, yo, I'm a good dude. Yeah, you participate in good dude shit. Yeah. But naturally, you're gonna show. You're gonna show what type of nigga you are. You're gonna show. Just that's why they say time will tell. Time will tell. Some people gotta wait longer to see. That's all. Time will tell. Don't matter who you are. What the fuck Don P been out? God damn, Don P, where you been at? I'm about to get off this shit in a few, but like, where everybody been at and shit like that? I gotta bring everybody back to the junkyard. But I was just talking about Don P yesterday and shit like that. What about Don P been at, man? What are real ones, man? Like, I get back on my shit. I gotta get back on my shit. I gotta talk to Don P too, man, because I need to get these NFTs off the ground, yo. I gotta start talking about how you doing. I gotta learn some coding and shit like that. I gotta learn to do some coding. But yo, like, word up, man. We bugging, yo. I ain't got time for all that soft shit. I ain't got time for all that scary shit. I ain't got time for all that pretty shit. Keep that shit over there. Even though that's a new time, I ain't got to participate in that shit. I ain't got to participate in that shit. I ain't got to do that shit. I ain't got to do that shit. It's a choice. I never look. This like this internet shit. You gotta have fans to be bowed. You gotta have fans. I ain't trying to have all the. I would never grow up with having a whole bunch of tension. Like, I didn't grow up like I needed all this. I'm cool with just a little group of my niggas, little group. That's it. I don't need a whole bunch of work. When we step out, the world know we moving. That's it. When we go somewhere, the world stop. That's how we thinking. We ain't got a big group. We just know wherever we go, the other group's gonna be like, oh, you know what I mean? That's it. But now the world gotta know me to get money. Like the whole, what the fuck, the world? Like, I ain't gotta. Back in the day, just my neighborhood had to know me to get money. Now I gotta come on here. And the more fucking fans I get, and the more, so that means I gotta do mad shit to get people to like me. Because maybe just being me ain't gonna get that many people. Maybe my personality alone ain't gonna get me 10,000 people. Because I don't have that type of mentality or attitude to do things that maybe 10,000 people want to see. But if I want to make some money, I gotta do shit to make people follow me. What the fuck? How about if I don't want that many people following me? How about I'm good with just a good 5-6 people? I'm good with that. Why I gotta have all these people? That's the world now. I gotta have all this shit to get some money. Man, that's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck? I come up here, talk, do this, do that, just so y'all to say, you know what? I'm gonna follow him. And I'm gonna keep watching everything he do. What? What the fuck? That's the way I gotta get money? Like, that's how I gotta do it now? Make everybody like me? I don't want everybody to like me. I don't even like everybody. Like, I don't even like the people. Some of the people that like me, I don't even like them. Like, what the fuck? But I gotta like them because they put money in my pocket? Like, I don't know. That should be weird, Joe. I'm telling you, that shit is weird, Joe. Salute to Don P. You already know, man. Like, but yo, we gotta get in the way sometimes to make our way, to make a way. Now we gotta get in the way to make a way. I gotta be in the way now. Hey, I gotta be in the way now to make a way. Before, I ain't gotta be in the way because I'm still making a way without nobody knowing. Now I gotta be in the light. I gotta be in the. This is what it is, man. Salute to Jiggy. Yeah, man, like, that's what I'm saying. I gotta bring the real ones out, man. I'm tired of that shit. I be seeing all these weird ones up on this YouTube shit, yo. Sometimes I be like, yo, we need more. We get discouraged because a lot of motherfuckers don't be coming to our room. You know why? Because YouTube ain't gonna push you. If you're not pushing yourself, you gotta come on this shit every day. Every day. Like a job. YouTube is a job. They reward you based on how much effort you put in. Based on fans, attention. I don't like work like that. See what I'm saying? I don't like work like that. But if you want to make it on here, you got to give your work in. I understand because the payout is great and the legacy is good. It's cool. Salute to that. I'm just not used giving something for, you know what I mean? Like, in the next 2 years, 3 years, you would be paid off this shit. You will have a longevity, all this shit like that. But now you got to keep the shit up. Now you got to be on YouTube even when you don't want to be, because you got people in the background when they making another video. Because if you don't keep up, you're gonna lose them. You got to keep people every day on you. Because if not, after the next 3 or 4 days or a week, they found somebody else. They found a whole new platform. Now they feel like they family there. Now they feel like they belong there and shit like that. It's like, yo, thank God I found y'all guys, because I'm telling you, they will switch like that. I'm telling you. So if you want to get an outcome in this shit, you got to be on this shit. Like you got to make, this is real shit. No, I got love for the dudes here, but I'm just saying this is how people mind. Everybody that's in this chat, you got to make them feel like family. You got to make them feel like yo, these are my family. Yo, thank y'all. Yo, if it wasn't for y'all, thank y'all for. If you don't make them feel that way, they're gonna go somewhere else where they can feel like a family. Telling you, it's a lot of lost ones out here, yo. I'm telling you, and that's how you make your money. You make your money off the people that don't have anything. They got money. They don't have nothing to connect with. So by you being a YouTuber, giving that type of, you know what I mean? They're gonna connect with you. Word up. And by them connecting with you, they're gonna support you. They're going to support you. Yo, I want to show my love. I want to show my support. They're going to support you. I'm not used to having to do that to get the bread. You see what I'm saying? I ain't used to that. But I always had that mentality to people that like me to help me out. I just never had to use that to make a goddamn platform, like a whole, you know what I mean? Like, what? I gotta do a lot. You know what I mean? I got to give y'all a lot of energy for a couple of, man. I don't know, yo. I don't know. But I like doing this. Because I'm talking anyway. But I'm not used to talking, putting a camera in my face all the time. Because sometimes that shit throw me off. I'm used to vibing. I'm used to energy. Like, I'm used to, like I don't sit on the phone and talk all day with my niggas. Yo, bro, yeah, yo, yeah, hell yeah. Yo, that's crazy. I don't do that. Only time I'm calling you, because I'm pulling up. Yo, bro, what you doing? Shit, I'm about to pull up, bro. What you doing? All right, bet. That's it. I'm not no chatty patty. I don't be calling just to talk to niggas and shit. Yeah, bro. Yeah, hell yeah. You saw the game. I don't do that shit. You can ask any dude I chill with. I don't call nobody. And I always been, I don't call nobody. Only time I call you, let you know I'm pulling up. Yo, bro, yeah, I'm about to pull up. And I'm chilling with you. That's it. Sit on the phone talking. So now I got to do this to get somebody. I got to keep the camera on my face. Do this shit. I don't know, man. Crazy, man. Like I said, half of the people that, you know what I mean? I don't like, you know what I mean? Come on, man. That's why I like to keep a small circle of real rights. I say a small circle to me, no bigger than 10. I'm good. 10 people, good people, loyal, not no fucking yes men. I don't like yes men. I don't like people that, you know what I mean? I like real motherfuckers that can keep it solid, 100, man. But if you want to ride the wave, man, go ahead, man, because that shit always fall. That wave don't always stay big forever. And you gonna fall right with that fucking wave, man. I ain't got time for all that shit, man. You already know, Jiggy. I'm gonna tell you some real shit, yo. I see a lot of dudes, Jig. I see a lot of dudes fall off. I can name some too. I ain't gonna do it though, but I can name some. You know. At one point in time, I talk about this a lot because it helps. I know every dude that was on this YouTube panel that we had a box of 10. I'm talking back when what was the dude name? Fuck is his name? I forgot the dude's name and shit like that. But this is back, you know what I mean? It ain't the same. A lot of dudes fell off, but I know they ain't all fall off for good reasons. I know a lot of dudes that was on this panel with us, talking, vibing. I heard a lot of shit come out that was like mental health. Heard a lot of things that came out that was depression. It didn't come out a lot, but slowly but surely, the dudes on the panel start feeling comfortable enough to be honest with each other. And that was helping because a lot of dudes was looking forward to that. We don't have that no more because when one person fall off, sometimes it ain't always a soldier there to pick up the flag. So when you see that, is either you be the flag holder or you pass the baton. Nobody's holding a flag right now. So I feel like I gotta hey. Gotta grab that thing. Because once I grab that flag and put it in the air, it's like a bat signal. All the other dudes like, yo, is that the signal? Is that the signal? Pone just put the signal up? If Jiggy would have put the flag up, if Cross would have put the flag up, if Don P would have put the flag up, if fucking Rose Gold would have picked the flag, by me knowing who picked that flag up, I'm like, oh, I'm there. So by me just sitting looking at the sky with no signals, I'm like, oh, nah, it's 2022. Ain't nobody drop a signal yet for the new year? All right. Let me get it. And then what happened? Dude was like, oh, shit, the flag up. Now we got to keep it up. That's it. Keep it up. You see all these other people got a platform. Yo, let's get back. Let's put this shit in the ground this time. Swammy. Shit in the ground. Every day we booming. Every day, 2 times. I might go 2 times a day. Booming. You know why? You got to go. You know what I mean? You got to evolve in the hustle, I guess. You know, I got to learn, but I got to evolve with the hustle. The hustle now is this. It ain't like that no more. But it's still there. It's still there, but it ain't big. Like, this is the wave. So now I got to, the same way I hit the streets with the work, I got to hit this with the work. I got to get, hey. Same way with your pack. You know how you got, when you first come on the block with some work, nobody know you got it. So you got to tell everybody. You got to, same way with this, you got to put your work out. It's a different time. But that's how it evolved. So by me being a hustler, I got to, I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to it. Already know, Don people, we good now. We good, big bro. We back on our shit. We back on our, I'm not even gonna say conscious, because I don't want to say that, because I've always been aware of things. I just not been the best of it. But nigga, I got common sense. Feel like that. That's what we do have, common sense. And everybody's senses ain't common. We got common sense, you heard? We understand. Even though we fall off, we do fucked up shit, we still got common sense to know I gotta get back. I got common sense. I got common sense people fall off. I got common sense people fail. I got common sense to know I ain't gonna be the best at everything. I got common sense, but I do got common sense to know I can't fall too far. I do got the common sense to know when I'm falling and when I need to get back up. I do got the common sense to know that. So that's what we got to work on. We got to work on coming back together, start building, like I said, NFTs, start building a community, start learning how to do a lot of things, man, because I'm going to tell you something. Time is short, but this world is forever, man. Even when this world fall, it will be another one created. Maybe just because we're not going to be here physically, I'm trying to have my shit here mentally. You can make a painting right now that everybody for the next 400 years will always remember. People talk about people that's been dead for hundreds of years because they left something valuable. I want to leave something valuable too. That's how I look at this YouTube. Something valuable I can leave. But who knows, man? But salute to all the real rights, man. I'm about to get off of here, man. I love y'all, man. Stay out the way soon. In the way, streets ain't made for everybody. That's why they made sidewalks, man. You see what I'm saying? Live, love, and learn, man. Love more, judge less. I'm telling you, I'm about to go. I'm telling you. But I'm chilling, man. We're going to get back on our shit, though. I'm going to put a, tonight. Matter of fact, tonight, I want to have a live. I'm going to put a link down. We're going to have a discussion. We got to get back on our discussions, too. We got to get back on our discussions, yo. So I'm going to make a discussion. That good last one we had that was good was like the world was flat. That's what Don P said. We got to start having discussions like that and shit. So we're going to have a live tonight. We'll make one tonight, probably around like 7:30, around that time and shit like that. And we're going to have a discussion about something. I'm going to drop down what the discussion going to be for the night around like probably like 5 or 4 to give everybody a chance to come in. And then everybody have their material because we're going to have a good discussion, yo. I got to have something. We're going to have something, yo. Well, peace and blessing. Love y'all, man. Love more, judge less, man. Stay out the way, sweet in the way, man. And love y'all, man. I'm out of here.